Ka halal la Yahweh Bahasam Yahweh Sa Bahasam Kakutash Barakti Yahweh Barakti Yahweh Sa the water Yahweh Bahasam Yahweh Sa Bahasam Kakutash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone, Shalom to the 144,000, Shalom to the elect. Alright, so I got here two articles showing you how shit is gonna get worse. Alright. These prices are gonna keep going up. Things are gonna get more expensive. The biggest study of greedflation yet looked at 1,300 corporations to find many of them were lying to you about inflation. Alright, so greedflation is basically this new term they came up with to describe how, for example, if it says right here, it says right here, inflation soared across the globe last year, peaking near 11%. I said peaking near 11% in the Eurozone and 9% in America. All right, and I already read the article. You gotta get a pop-up blocker to see the article, but basically they're saying that if inflation in America went up 9%, then the price of goods should have only gone up 9%, but that's not the case. All right, these corporations have increased their products, beyond 9%, man. Some like 18%, 30%, 20, 30%. And they're using, inflation as like a front, as like a cover, an excuse to artificially increase prices, past what, it should be reasonable. So they're calling it greedflation, all right? It's like, let's say you got a, let's say you buy food from, let's say something else. Let's say you get your you get your tires changed at the mechanic. All right, you go to a mechanic, you get your tires changed, and he used to charge you $100. He pays $50 for it, but he charges you $100. Okay, he has to make his money, so that's reasonable. But his source is now charging him $100 for for the tires. So now he's paying double. So naturally you'd have to pay double too. So now you got to pay $200, but he's not gonna charge you $200. Now he wants to charge you $300 instead. So he's going way above what he should be charging. That's basically what greedflation is, and they're hurting. What they're doing is that they're hurting their goods, right? For short-term profits, because in the long run, that's gonna collapse on them. All right, it's not sustainable. All right. And that's always been Esau's MO, either short-term profits at the cost of long-term sustainability. All right, they don't give a shit about the economy in the long term. They just want to extract as much resources, as much wealth as possible from the people, before the shit hits the fan. Got this other article here. Mayor suspends shipping through key maritime route Red Sea until further notice. Right, because those attacks they've been under, you know, it's not letting them transport these goods safely. And I asked ChatGPT and Bard and the Bing AI. I asked three of them. How would that affect the global economy? And they said, basically, in a nutshell, they said it'll cause supply chain disruptions that'll lead to shortages. So you got businesses that depend on these products, and they're not going to have as much as before. All right, there's going to be a slowdown for the products that are coming through. They're not going to be coming in as frequently. All right, they're going to have to increase their shipping costs, because they're going to have to maybe take different routes to haul these products over on these tankers. And that's going to cause a lot of global economic disruptions, man. Because if they have to increase their prices, then that means that the companies that are paying to bring these products on these containers, they're going to have to increase their prices too. And since they're already they already got a taste of greedflation, what do you think they're going to do, man? These people are just going to keep raising the prices unnecessarily, past a certain amount. It's going to get out of hand. All right, and that's just Revelation 6 coming to pass. All right, Revelation 6, starting at verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. All right, because that balance is used to measure how much of a certain product you're going to get and at what price. But those balances are going to be they're going to be skewed. All right, they're going to be off. All right, those balances are not going to be right. And the Lord hates an unjust balance. All right, the Lord hates a false balance. Verse 6, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. All right, so those things, oil and the wine, those prices are not going to be hurt. But no wheat, no bread, barley, those things are going to be hurt. All right, meaning that intentionally they're going to mess up those prices. All right, they're going to increase those prices, and people are going to be paying, exorbitant amounts of money just to be able to eat bread. All right, imagine a loaf of Wonder Bread going for like $10, $15, which really that's some garbage. Shouldn't be eating that. I mean, if you're gonna eat bread, eat whole wheat bread. But you get the idea, man. Anything that's made with bread is gonna be going up in price too. Your cakes, pastries, things like that. All right, this is the devil, man. The devil doing this. That's why the Most High has to take Esau out of power, all right? Because if the time is not shortened, then no flesh shall be saved, all right? Because this man is just completely self-destructive, man. If this man stays in power, everybody's going to either end up dying of war, famine, or pestilence. That's why the Most High has to take them out of power. And soon, all right? And that's not going to happen until Yahweh Shai comes back. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope the video was edifying. Shalom.